NBA God-level talent, Lin Mo's rise to basketball immortality. Episode 21. 5 points. Just 47 seconds into the opening, Lin Mo had already scored 5 points, which was infinitely close to reaching double digits in his personal score. Before the game, Maddie had said that Lin Mo's score would be pressed to single digits. Although Maddie did not directly face Lin Mo, he slashed 5 points in less than a minute, which can also be regarded as a heavy blow to Maddie's face. Magic counterattacked. Tyrone Lue could not enter the basket in the air. Uncle Mo gently stretched the ape arm, protected the rebound, and threw it to Marbury. Marbury pushed forward into the front, the continuous crotch turned in direction to shake away Toronro, and the arm suddenly flew into the air, and the ball flew straight out of his hand. Just when everyone thought that the old horse was up again to cause the ball to come out of his hand, he saw a wonderful arc crossing the sky and falling straight under the basket. Lin Mo took off at the same time, working in the air, like a fierce bomber, facing Drew Gooden's cover, and slammed the ball into the basket. Drew Gooden had already taken the strength to cover the lid. But Lin Mo jumped with full force after the bottom line to help run, and his eyebrows were already flat, just like the gods under the mortals, the real Skywalker, unstoppable. After the seizure, Drew Gooden was thrown to the ground by Lin Mo. Lin Mo hung on the basket for 2 seconds, landed on the ground, and stepped over the top of Drugudin's head. It wasn't that Lin Mo deliberately humiliated Drugudin, it was just a subconscious action. However, Drugudin, who had been humiliated by his crotch, obviously did not look good. Given that Uncle Mo was by his side, Drugudin, even though he was furious, did not go up to find Lin Mo's trouble. Wow! What do I see? Stephen Marbury is now a complete point guard play. The Knicks team attacked around Lin Mo at one point, and he had unlimited firepower. Really, if Marbury and Lin Mo can cooperate tacitly, then the two of them are likely to become the strongest backcourt combination in the league. I dare not imagine. The two commentators were already stunned. As Lin Mo had expected before, if Marbury was willing to take Lin Mo as the core and focus on playing point guards, then the combination of the two of them will play a 1+1 greater than 2 effect, and the power is infinite. 7:2. Lin Mo alone hit a magic wave of small high dynasty. Dow Griffith was a little flustered. According to the pregame deployment, Dow Griffith did not include Lin Mo in the team's key defensive strategy. Marbury and Kurt Thomas are the defensive focus. Who could have predicted that this Shenzhou player was actually a super fierce tiger, eating people without spitting out bone slag? Magic attacked. Maddie relied on Juvan Howard's cover to the right and passed to the Shunsun Juvan Howard, playing a simple blocking tactic. Second Uncle Hua was above Uncle Moo's head, hooking his hand and shooting a shot. As one of the former Michigan 5 Tigers, the first billion yuan of the alliance. Although second Uncle Hua reached the end of his career, he still had Yu Young and his scoring ability was still very good. On the Knicks side, Kurt Thomas served. Before the ball was sent, Lin Mo had already opened the super running mode and ran to the opponent's front court at full speed. Maddie followed, chasing wildly, and the two began a 100-meter race. But the speed difference between the two sides was too great, and when Lin Mo ran to the bottom line of the front court, Maddie had just reached the top of the arc. Lao Ma made a long pass from a quarterback and threw the ball across most of the court in time to Lin Mo in the bottom corner. Drop the knife in your hand, meet Drugudin's three-pointer, and seal the throat with a sword. 10:4. After Lin Mo's three-pointer sword, he personally arranged all 10 points of the Knicks team. Only 2 minutes or so had passed, and Lin Mo had stomped on the soles of Maddie's wild words. I'm going to deal with this guy. Maddie waved his hand at Tyronn Lue and motioned for him to go to defend Marbury and lock Lin Mo himself. Boy, you're a little crazy. Maddie's signature one-handed hand is facing Lin Mo. After making a harsh remark, Maddie hit Lin Mo twice on the back, but found that he did not take half a step back at all. Lin Mo's chassis was very stable, like a wooden stake, like a terrifying force like a big center, and he couldn't stand up at all. Maddie was secretly shocked, and in desperation, he could only give up the back fight and turn around to lose his soul. Maddie's height and arm span are dominant, coupled with the big back, it is very difficult to cover him head-on. However, Lin Mo's bullet speed was extremely fast, just like a cannonball taking off. Coupled with the fact that he anticipated Maddie's shot choice, he took off almost at the same time. At the moment of Maddie's shot, the clean and crisp volleyball cap fanned the ball to the front. Lin Mo continued to open the lightning raid mode, rushed to the top of the front arc, and shot a three-pointer directly. This scene directly shocked the audience. In the face of the empty basket, Lin Mo did not go to the basket, but chose to throw it outside the three-point line. Even if it is empty, the chance of not being able to enter is also very high. Doesn't he smell to take 2 points steadily? In today's league, no player dares to do that. Even in later generations, there is only one guy named Stephen Curry who has such confidence and ability. Aha! The basketball is like positioning, precisely guided, shooting into pregnancy. Lin Mo scored the 13th point of his career first battle. The three-pointer just now was so arrogant that it was lawless, and one wave widened the point difference to nearly double digits. In desperation, Dow Griffith could only shout a pause and make adjustments. Episode 22. 13 points in a row. With the whirlwind of fast play led by Lin Mo, he single-handedly shot 5 of 5, 3 of 3 three-pointers, and 13 points in a row. The arrogant remarks before the Maddies game have become a laughingstock. In the NBA, there are too many powerful big men, and there is no shortage of pretentious remarks and behaviors. Pretending to succeed is a classic moment in history. If you fail to pretend to be forced, you may become a joke. Obviously, one day in the near future, when people look back on the first battle of Lin Mo's career, Maddie's provocative words will become a joke and a gimmick that people talk about. Tracy, you come to Lord Lin Mo and lock that guy down for me. He's just a rookie. Dow Griffiths smashed his finger on the tactical board and looked at Maddie with anger in his eyes. Despite Maddie's mediocre defensive abilities, it's more than enough to play against a rookie. In the eyes of the stubborn Dow Griffiths, no matter how strong Lin Mo is, he is only a rookie after all. I can get him. Stevenson still took the initiative to ask for help. You come down and rest and see how Tracy's defense works. Dow Griffiths gave him a blank look. Can you handle it? Get a fart. They were all about to let Lin Mo shoot out, and the children were born if they shot again. It's good not to spray you with dog blood. Lin Mo, this Shenzhou player, stopped the magic in the opening minutes. Scoring 13 points in his first career game is already an NBA record, and even Wilt Chamberlain has never achieved such a miracle. And he's still a defender. I suddenly had a premonition. Is Lin Mo going to challenge Chamberlain's rookie scoring record tonight? Wow, that's really cool. The two commentators realized something, and their voices trembled with excitement. The fans in the audience also shivered, and their eyes were full of panic and cast their eyes on the standing figure. This guy doesn't really want to do a big deal, does he? Marbury, sitting next to Lin Mo, had a beautiful expression. The old horse used to like to pick the beam and carry the team forward with his own strength, but that was also a last resort. Now with Lin Mo, a powerful teammate, the old horse can't help but play soy sauce by himself and spend less effort. Brush him a dozen assists every game. Isn't it fragrant? The record is there, the assist king is there, the team honor also has its own share, and if he loses, he does not have to be sprayed, and Lin Mo stands up for him. It seems to be very good to think about. After the suspension returned, it was still Lin Mo and Maddie's counterpoint. Drew Gooden lifted the top of the arc to block Lin Mo in front of him, and Maddie took a step to the left and passed to Juwan Howard under the basket. Second Uncle Hwat turned around in a frenzied manner and threw a shot. On the defensive end, magic tactics have been adjusted. While Maddie is defending Lin Mo, Taron Lu will assist in the defense package on the flank, trying to force Lin Mo to stop the ball or make a strong shot. Can't give Lin Mo a comfortable shot space. Since the Knicks' inside line Uncle Mu is really poor in scoring, Druguden will try to extend the defensive range to the outside area to prevent Lin Mo from easily rushing into the box. Lin Mo's monster-level physical talent, once he reached the forbidden area, it was really difficult to have a way to defend it. Marbury dribbled calmly, looking for a suitable passing opportunity. Lin Mo kept running backwards to the bottom line, and the exhaustible physical strength made him run like a foot on a hot wheel. Maddie can't keep up, he can run a dead horse. As Lin Mo slipped near the left baseline, Keith Van Horn stepped forward to block Maddie, and Marbury passed the ball to Lin Mo in time. Absolutely big empty seat. Confused, Druguden could only come out and interfere. Lin Mo swung a shot and passed the ball from the crotch of Druguden, who flew up to the ground into Uncle Mu's hand. The elderly Uncle Mu, although only the matchbox bounces, but by virtue of his height and arm span, he can easily pull the basket buckle. 15:6. This ball shows Lin Mo's good passing skills. Although he did not receive a god-level talent reward for passing, Lin Mo's passing level was also at the middle level of the league. This crotch hit the ground, and it was also a flash of inspiration. Lin Mo played the first quarter, and under his leadership, the Knicks were in whirlwind attack mode throughout the quarter. In this era of defense, it was bombarded with 37 points. 37:22, Crazy leads the Magic by as many as 15 points. Lin Mo shot 9 of 12 in a single quarter, 5 of 5 three-pointers, and brutally cut 23 points in a single quarter. In contrast, Maddie, who was defended by Lin Mo in the second half, only shot 2 of 6. On 4 of 10 shooting in the quarter, he had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 turnovers. It is simply a world away from Lin Mo's performance, and it is not an exaggeration to say that it was completely broken. The entire Amway Center arena was as silent as death. Magic fans, watching Lin Mo wreak havoc on their own realm, like a brutal emperor who swept thousands of miles, but they were always helpless. In the first half of the second quarter, the two substitutes played iron wildly on the court. In this era of defense-oriented, the physical contact of players is very large, and the defensive intensity is far from being comparable to the Xiaohua era. So, 6 minutes later, the two teams actually played only a 6-7 ultra-low score. And it was precisely this dismal offensive efficiency that could show how ferocious Lin Mo's attack firepower was. After Lin Mo came on the scene, he still maintained a super high offensive efficiency. In the half quarter, he shot 4 of 6 and scored 10 points. However, Maddie also began to threaten, coupled with Tyronn Lue's 2 consecutive shots, which also gave the Magic a life, and the score gap was not further widened. At halftime, the Knicks were 63-49, still leading by as many as 14 points. And Lin Mo personally, the half has exploded 33 points. Episode 23. 33 points at halftime. This has set a record for halftime scoring in the first game of his rookie career in NBA history. And it is only 10 points away from the record of 43 points in the first game of Zhang's 20,000 career. Moreover, the basketball rules of that era were still very imperfect, and 43 points was still a bit watery. In this era when defense is king, being able to score 33 points in the half is absolutely shocking. Lin Mo, a rookie, has brought us too many surprises. God knows, is he God-possessed in this game? Tonight we seem to see Michael Jordan at the peak, wearing the New York #1 jersey. No, Michael Jordan also had a hard time doing such a miracle. Admittedly, Jordan averaged a terrifying 28 points per game in his first season of his career. In his career, he won 10 scoring kings, and his scoring ability shocked the ancient world. But his performance in the first battle of his career is also far from Lin Mo. Even Michael Jordan, who is at the peak, has not scored 33 points in the half. Lin Mo's performance moment, so that many of the Magic home fans began to cheer and celebrate. There was a trend of defection. This guy's style is so hard, it's so exciting, I think I'm probably going to be a fan of him. Lin Mo, come on. Going back today, the color of my #1 shirt will change. Maddie is the #1 jersey and Lin Mo is also the #1 jersey. Tonight, the showdown between the two numbers 1. There is no doubt that Lin Mo is in a state of crushing. Of course, as last year's scoring king Maddie, once it broke out, it was not easy to mess with. At the beginning of the third quarter, both sides played with full force. Maddie relied on blocking at the top of the arc and directly pulled out a 3-point hit. White Horse Lance. Poetic and picturesque, Maddie's way of playing is indeed quite beautiful. Lin Mo is not willing to show weakness. No ball in the bottom line of the continuous turned back running. After throwing away Maddie, received an assist from the old horse. Facing Juwan Howard Yen shot 3 points, but also with color. The third quarter belongs to the surging moment of the two #1 superstars. Maddie, who finds the feel, is more focused and determined. Throughout the quarter, Maddie shot 5 of 8 for 13 points. And Lin Mo shot 7 of 10, cutting 16 points, no less than that. Lin Mo's total score for the entire game came to 49 points. Breaking the ancient record of more than 40 years, Zhang has since made the first record of his career of 20,000 yuan. Although Maddie recovered, the overall strength of the Magic is not a small gap with the Lakers. Especially the violent Lin Mo, coupled with the super backcourt combination of the old horse who has 15 points and 14 assists, is unmatched. The Knicks had already led to 19 points at 95-76 in the third quarter, so the fourth quarter naturally entered garbage time. In the first half, the Magic tried to fight back, but the Knicks defended with all their might, and the two sides fell into an iron battle, and the score still did not shrink. The Magic chose to abandon the game, and in the end, the Knicks had a huge advantage away from home 119-97, 22 points, and the away hammer Magic. Lin Mo scored 49 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals and 3 blocks in the third quarter, which undoubtedly became the biggest contributor to New York's victory. Maddie shot 13 of 26 from the field and scored 29 points. But in front of Lin Mo's performance, it can only be said to be bleak. This All-American live broadcast of the game, Lin Mo's magical play, has undoubtedly set off a huge storm in the entire NBA field. Popular magazines and newspapers such as Sports Illustrated, Yahoo Sports, Slam Dunk Magazine, and the New York Times have reported on Lin Mo's performance. For a time, Lin Mo became the hottest player in the entire NBA. With 49 points in the third quarter, the Shenzhou players broke the miracle of 44 years. Crazy. Shenzhou player career debut is hot. Another big hit to win the championship? #1 duel, Lin Mo finished exploding Maddie, and the Dragon of Shenzhou was invincible. Shocked. A player slashed 49 points, and this season's scoring king has no suspense? After the game, Lin Mo and Marbury high-fived to celebrate the victory. Although Marbury's shots and points have decreased a lot. However, due to Lin Mo's huge pulling power, he has more open space shots, so the shooting rate has increased slightly. Moreover, in the third quarter, he sent out 14 assists of the luxury data, which undoubtedly made the old horse's assist king goal and made a good start. At first, Marbury was skeptical of his abandonment of scoring and organization. However, the data of 14 assists is in hand. Is it not, my Zizi? What a fragrance! If you want to leave a record in history, you have to get the first. In terms of scoring alone, Marbury's ability is obviously not the scoring king, and it cannot be remembered by history. And if you get the assist king, it will obviously leave a more colorful mark in history. Marbury naturally weighed between the light and the heavy. Episode 24. Despite being hit hard at home by the New York Knicks, he swallowed the bitter fruit of a defeat. But Matty, as a senior, is very easygoing and does not directly quit. Instead, he took the initiative to find Lin Mo, hugged him, and encouraged him. "You're a great lad, I'll be the scoring king this year, and your name will be below me." Encouragement is encouragement, and Matty must also have a wave of high and can't accept defeat. At this time, ESPN reporters were interviewing Knicks head coach Don Chaney. "What are your thoughts on Lin Mo's performance in this game?" Don Chaney smiled. "It's okay. He played a little bit better than I expected. Lin Mo is our absolute ace and will have unlimited firing power. I think he's going to be the MVP, the scoring king in my mind. We have only one goal this season, a championship. Overall champion?" After hearing Don Chaney's answer, the beautiful reporter's chest could not help but tremble. Isn't that a bit too big? Last season even failed to make it into the playoffs, and this season, although there was Marbury and Lin Mo, but also threw away former boss Allen Houston. Directly aiming to win the championship is too exaggerated. A lot of coaches will milk some superstars, but Don Chaney just started the war and frantically fed poisoned milk to his own players. Is it really suspected that this poisoned milk is not poisonous enough? It's crazy. Marbury was interviewed by a sideline reporter and was in a good mood with 14 assists. "You have 14 assists in this game. Are you going to target the assist king this season?" Marbury smiled. "Of course. Why not? With Lin Mo there, the guy was a pervert and crazy, and my task was to dribble the ball through the half, get it to him, and send it to the basket. He scores, I brush assists and win. Isn't basketball that simple?" He scores, I brush assists. Basketball is that simple? In 2 words, Marbury summed up the complex sport of basketball. Oh, yes. With a scoring demon like Lin Mo, isn't basketball that simple? Back at the beginning, Marbury was still very dissatisfied with Lin Mo as the boss, but then he was subdued by Lin Mo. At the moment, after the verification of the first regular season, Lin Mo exploded the former scoring king Matty, and Marbury was more convinced of him, and the 5 bodies were thrown to the ground. I was also willing to step back from the background and brush assists with peace of mind. Lin Mo, who broke countless records in the first battle of his career, is obviously the absolute focus of reporters' interviews. Countless reporters surrounded him in the middle, asking questions in a tongue-in-cheek manner, and the microphone was stuffed into his mouth like a lollipop. Considering that Lin Mo had no mercy on his mouth before and liked to talk harshly, these reporters, as if they have seen countless materials and breaking news waving at them, naturally one by one, the questions are very tricky. Lin Mo's already bohemian words, after the careful processing of these unscrupulous reporters, each sentence can give rise to many hot topics. "How did you feel about scoring 49 points in this game?" Lin Mo smiled. "Okay, that's 49 points? My opponents made me help, they have worked hard. But I'm not sweating yet, and I hope that in the next game, there will be a team that will force me to do my best." Bombardment of 49 points, actually said only to contribute, but not sweat? What kind of freak is this? What kind of arrogant speech? The new generation is undoubtedly forcing the king. Lin Mo's answer was right in the arms of these reporters, and one by one began to exaggerate unscrupulously. In their pen, Lin Mo became a super powerful, but arrogant existence. Just like in the Alliance of Light, a dark force suddenly arose, rampant but unstoppable. For this kind of report, Lin Mo felt very accurate. Describing oneself as an evil emperor from the dark abyss is obviously a good image. Chicago. After Reinsdorf saw Lin Mo's first performance, he almost did not fire John Paxson. Originally, the Bulls could get Lin Mo, but John Paxson wanted to use him as a chip in exchange for a superstar. In the end, due to rumors, the Bull who was most likely to get Lin Mo lost his hand and let the Knicks boss Dolan pick up the bargain. John Paxson also felt very wronged. If it were not for Reinsdorf's blind desire to improve the Bulls' strength as soon as possible and step into the championship, John Paxson would not have traded a new star like Lin Mo with explosive potential. The chaos and various disturbances of the Bull management are not once or twice, and they are internally accustomed to it. Of course, on the Knicks side, the boss James Dolan will not use people, and the management is quite unbearable. Otherwise, a megacity like the Knicks wouldn't have been unable to attract top stars, making it impossible to make the playoffs for several seasons. But the presence of Lin Mo may change James Dolan's style of doing things in a big situation. As long as Dolan builds the team with Lin Mo as the absolute core, he can listen to some of Lin Mo's opinions on the transaction. The Knicks are firmly on the Diaoyutai and are always in the race for the championship. After Lin Mo broke Chamberlain's career scoring record, the conditions for unlocking the next god-level talent were also met. Ding! Congratulations to the host for breaking Chamberlain's opening record of 43 points and rewarding the god-level talent. Episode 25. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining the divine talent, divine steel talent. After fusing this innate skill, Lin Mo suddenly felt that his arms were full of energy, fingers become very flexible, and at the same time, the ability to react, speed, eyesight, and judge and predict external things has improved a lot. The powerful consciousness, coupled with the terrifying Qilin arm, allowed Lin Mo to have the ghost hand, and the steel ability was directly at full level. Ding! The host has turned on the full attribute evaluation function. Do you want to see it? Lin Mo frowned. Full attribute evaluation function? What? View. Immediately, the main interface of the system has changed dramatically, and column after column of detailed data has emerged on the interface. Host, Lin Mo. Age, 19 years old. Height, 198 centimeters. Weight, 99.6 kilograms. Arm span, 217 cm. Vertical bounce, 124 centimeters. Running and bouncing, 164 cm. 100 meters speed, 9.51 meters per second. Bench press, 212 kilograms. Ratings: physical fitness, 99 out of 100. Shot, 99. Three-pointers, 99. Breakout, 99. Passes, 86. Ball control organization, 88. Offensive rebounds, 88. Defensive rebounds, 92. Steals, 99. Cap, 92. Overall rating, 98.2. After seeing the system's rating, Lin Mo still felt very satisfied. Because you can intuitively see the various data of your current body, as well as the ability values in all aspects of basketball. Although it has not yet reached 99 points, the system's scoring standards are very demanding. Even Michael Jordan, at the peak, only has a rating of 98.3. This means that Lin Mo's personal ability is no less than Michael Jordan at his peak. And if he can improve to 99, although it is only an increase of 1 point, it is definitely a huge leap. At that time, even the god of basketball will be left behind by him. Meanwhile, far to the east, CV5 Television is airing an NBA special. 3 heavy commentators, Zhang Lili, Su Jiqing and Su Skirt, sat together and chatted about the NBA opener. Since De Yao joined the NBA, Shenzhou's reporting, introduction, and attention to the NBA have increased too much. Many TV stations have started broadcasting some blockbuster NBA games. At the same time, some portals have also begun to broadcast text live. Less than a year later, Basketball Pioneer will be born, as well as magazines and portals such as Tiger Poker. It can be said that the domestic NBA field is in a stage of rapid development, which is the time of vigorous rise. Countless people have fallen in love with the NBA because of Dayo's concern for the NBA. But it is clear that from today onwards, the attention and cognition of the NBA by Shenzhou fans will enter a new stage. Without him, because of Lin Mo, De Yao can stand in the NBA, although because he has good technology and footsteps. But the main thing is to rely on the perverted height. However, Lin Mo, a Shenzhou defender, was able to become the most talented one among the gifted monsters, and became a star that shone throughout the divine state. Judge from above. The Knicks' first game was watched by more than 2,000 Shenzhou fans. Lin Mo also crushed last year's scoring king Matty with a violent data of 49 points in the third quarter, living up to expectations. The gorgeous and explosive ball style, wild physical talent, coupled with the untamed personality, instantly made Lin Mo's number of fans soar. Overnight, it surpassed Dayo, who had accumulated fans for a year. Although Dayo also got good statistics in his first game of the season, he played 20 minutes and scored 19 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and 5 fouls. But compared with Lin Mo, there is still a world of difference. Moreover, fans watch basketball as an ornamental viewer. Lin Mo, a flying beast, was naturally much better looking than a small giant like Dayo who stood on a pile. The attraction of fans is not a dimension at all. Su Tu said very excitedly, "I am very happy, we can also have a guard based in the NBA, and become the star of a super big ball city team like the New York Knicks. This is our glory and a milestone in our NBA field entering a new phase." Zhang Lili also smiled, "This is reasonable, in the next 10 years, Lin Mo will lead our Shenzhou fans to set off a frenzy in the entire Shenzhou land. And he will also become a cultural symbol of our divine state. Like Qin Shi Huang, Confucius, and the Great Wall, they will always be remembered and move the world." Su Jiqing took over the stubble. "That's right. This is the beginning of the peak of our basketball world. There is Lin Mo on the outside, Dayo, UAE and Wang Zhizhi on the inside, and we will definitely be able to sweep through Dumb Island and even rank among the top 8 in the world basketball field." Lin Mo, the leader of the Shenzhou basketball world, is also the leader of the entire Shenzhou. The three of them blew wildly at Lin Mo. But there is absolutely no element of exaggeration in this touting, nor is it unfounded. Lin Mo's performance definitely deserves any praise. At the same time, CV5 also passed a document that will broadcast 82 regular season games of the Knicks throughout the season. If there is a playoffs, it will also be broadcast live. Even CCTV's blockbuster Dragon Boats, marathons, and other events, if they coincide with the Knicks race time, will be postponed to live broadcast. This is definitely an unprecedented treatment. For more, I hope you will spend more flowers and votes to tip. Thank you very much. Recommended friend book, NBA, The Purple King. Your friend, in the end, is not your own. JPG. Episode 26. New York, Manhattan, Madison Square Garden Arena. As the world's largest metropolis, New York is undoubtedly the focus of the entire world, attracting too much attention. At the same time, New York also has a very deep basketball culture and heritage. Rock Park is a mecca for countless basketball enthusiasts. Although the Knicks do not have the solid family of the Lakers and Celtics, there are no countless big-name celebrities, and even the previous seasons have been reduced to superfish. But that doesn't stop the Knicks from being the most profitable team in the league and the most valuable team in the market. Every home game, there is no shortage of spotlights. Any superstar who joins the Knicks will definitely get the greatest exposure and the maximum commercial value. Unfortunately, in the decades of Knicks history, there have been many superstars, such as Patrick Ewing, Walter Frazier, and so on. But without a blockbuster historical top superstar, it has to be said that it is a pity. Today, the eyes of all the citizens of New York are all focused on a Shenzhou player named Lin Mo. This is the first time that Lin Mo has led the team to enter the Madison Square Garden Arena and fight on his own home and own turf. In this basketball holy land, starting his own magical journey is obviously very sacred, and at the same time, Lin Mo is very excited. In the stadium, the fans are full. After welcoming Lin Mo, a supernova, and the big star Marbury, Knicks fans, who had been silent for several years, finally saw the dawn in the darkness and smiled one by one. The stadium is lit up on all sides of the stadium and is projected on the pitch. Lin Mo stood on the field to warm up, feeling the cheers and dazzling light of the mountains on all sides, and involuntarily produced a bit of solemnity and sacredness. Today, the Knicks will play their first home game of the season against the San Antonio Spurs, the powerhouse of the West. In this era when defense is king, there are two teams in the East and West that will do their best defense. To the East is the Detroit Pistons, and in the West is the San Antonio Spurs. With the Flying Devil Duncan as the defensive gate, and the commander of the defensive master Popovich, every player in this team is full of hard work and extremely fierce. Every game is like a hand-to-hand fight, with bayonets red. The rhythm of the game and the intensity of defense are completely incomparable to the magic of weak teams. Although in the first two games of the season, the Spurs first lost to the Suns 82-83 and then lost to the Nuggets 72-82, suffering two consecutive losses. But the Spurs' prowess is undeniable, in the top 8, or even the top 5, throughout the league. For the Knicks, who have made a start, it is obviously an unusually severe test. But for New York Knicks fans, welcoming their new king is clearly more important than the game itself. Regardless of the outcome of this game, Lin Mo's presence is enough for Knicks fans to see the bright future of the team. Lin Mo is their new king. All the fans are waiting for Lin Mo to be crowned and worship him. Of course, if you can nibble down a strong enemy in your own kingdom, it is naturally the icing on the cake. The Knicks returned to the first game at Madison Square Garden and ran into the mighty San Antonio Spurs. Last season they only let their opponents average 90.9 points per game, which was a test for Lin Mo. Yes, Lin Mo has an epic scoring ability, but the opponent's defensive ability is also the top in history. The collision of the strongest spear and the hardest shield is indeed worth looking forward to. The two commentators were also spitting. In this era, the pace is far less fast than the small ball era, there are so many rounds, or it is mainly based on the position of the battle. What's more, a team like the Spurs grinds hard with you every round. After a game, it will feel as tired as picking 2 layers of skin, and it is not as easy as the whole field. Spike Lee on the sidelines, wearing the Knicks #1 jersey and wearing the Knicks hat, is jumping up and down to cheer on the home team. Spike Lee is a well-known Hollywood director and an avid Knicks fan, who has bought season tickets for decades and basically does not miss a home game. He accompanied the Knicks from the peak to the trough, never gave up, can be described as an absolute Iron fan, and is famous in the entire NBA field. And now, Lin Mo has become the trump card of the Knicks, and Spike Lee, as one of the cultural symbols of the Knicks, must support it in action. Of course, he also wanted to see if this young man was short-lived. Otherwise, Spike Lee wouldn't be willing to be his hardcore fan, and to conquer him, he must have real skills. At the same time, CV5 TV also broadcast this blockbuster confrontation. The narrator is Zhang Li and newcomer Yu Jia. CCTV. Hello fellow spectators, welcome to today's CV5 to you, New York Knicks home game against the San Antonio Spurs, I am the host Yu Jia. Sitting next to me is Zhang Lijang's guidance. In this game, Lin Mo will make his debut, and together we look forward to his wonderful performance in this game. The big guys have trees and flower tickets to tip? Thank you very much. Episode 27. Director Zhang, what are your thoughts on this game? Yu Jia squinted his small eyes and helped his glasses to ask. Zhang Li grinned. The Knicks want to win the Spurs in this game. It is very difficult. It depends entirely on Lin Mo's play. Give the ball to Lin Mo, let him play. This is reasonable. As for winning or losing, it depends on Lin Mo's state. Yu Jia also smiled. I think every audience friend here hopes that Lin Mo can lead the team to win, and I wish him a wonderful performance for us. At this point, the camera cuts to the Madison Square Garden Arena. TNT reporters are interviewing Duncan. Lin Mo, who had crossed over from the afterlife, of course knew how great the future would be for this guy who was paralyzed on the surface but a little sullen in his heart. He joined the Spurs in '97 and won the championship in his second season of his career. And in last year's finals, the Spurs beat the New Jersey Nets 4-2. And Duncan also got the second championship ring of his career. Duncan won the FMVP with his hot performance, becoming the hottest top striker in the league. Such as Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Chris Webb, etc., will be crushed by him. Even in the confrontation with the insider monster O'Neal, Duncan will not suffer too much. On the defensive end, Duncan has enough height and super arm span, coupled with top defensive skills and awareness, to support the Spurs' entire interior penalty area. The Spurs also have no shortage of defensive players on the outside, the infamous Bowen, or the starting Manu Ginobili. The defense is extremely fierce, small actions are also many, can cause a very large psychological deterrent to the opponent. It is foreseeable that the battle with the Spurs is definitely a tough battle, fist-to-flesh hand-to-hand fighting, and the score will not be high. Before the interview, Duncan had just touched Ginobili's head and walked over to the reporter with a grin. The most important thing for you in this game is to guard against Lin Mo. Do you have any magic weapons to deal with? Duncan returned to the state of the stone Buddha for a second, his face expressionless. In this game, Lin Mo will not score more than 25 points. I am not as arrogant as Tracy, but I can guarantee that his score will not exceed 25 points. TNT beauty reporter was frightened. Since you are so confident, then you must have a countermeasure against Lin Mo, right? Duncan shook his head. No. The reason I say this is because it is Bruce Bowen who is defending Lin Mo. It is Manu. What is the matter with me? Duncan's sudden throwing of the pot also left the reporter speechless. Soon, the game officially began, and the starters from both sides entered. The Knicks side is still the same old lineup. Marbury plus Limmer plus Keith Van Horn plus Kurt Thomas plus Mutombo. The starting lineup for the Spurs side is Tony Parker plus Bruce Bowen plus Manu Ginobili plus Tim Duncan plus Razin Ostrovic. This squad, apart from Tim Duncan, doesn't have any talented players, but they played extremely hard under the leadership of Tyrant Popovich, relying on a terrifying defense, won last year's championship, and were definitely quite tricky opponents. The referee blew the whistle and both center forwards Razin Ostrovic jumped the ball with Mutombo. Uncle Mu, with the advantage of his height and arm span, moved the ball from the Slovenian center to Marbury. Marbury held the ball with his back to Tony Parker, called for the block to be removed, and took a step to the right. Lin Mo, entangled with Bruce Bowen, did not find a suitable chance to catch the ball. I have to admit that the Spurs' defensive intensity is indeed much greater than that of the Magic. Bruce Bowen, the notorious villain, almost hung on Lin Mo's body, like a shadow. Lin Mo ran back, running wildly to the left high position to receive the ball, and Marbury delivered the shell to Lin Mo in time. At the moment of receiving the ball, Bowen followed up, dragging Lin Mo's jersey in one hand and holding his arm in the other, and the two were about to dance ballroom dance. However, the current smell of gunpowder is very strong, and the two people do not have a good friendship. Boy, you scored 49 points in the last game, but in front of me, it's not that easy to score. Welcome to the NBA. The old and fierce Bowen not only pestered Lin Mo, but also secretly made small moves for him. Bowen poked at Lin Mo's waist, pressed his arm, and did everything possible to cause interference to Lin Mo. Bowen plays dirty, and he's not afraid to hurt you. In this era of encouraging physical confrontation, as long as the play is hidden enough, as long as the referee does not blow the whistle, Bowen can be unscrupulous. Bowen moved a lot, but the referee remained indifferent, and the fans at home erupted in boos. Welcome to the NBA? Why does every fool say this to me? Then I also send you a word. Welcome to defend a player who has scored more than 40 points on your head. Lin Mo retaliated with Afertat, using a very hidden action. The big elbow opened Bowen to open the road, and quickly burst into the basket. Lin Mo used a jump step to shake off the assistant defense Ginobili and took off to the basket. Duncan on the inside line immediately waved his long arm to block, like a big mountain, pressing against the top. Episode 28. In the front there was Duncan's long arm blocking, and then there was Bruce Bowen dying and falling. Boom! Lin Mo's body was like a rocket taking off into the air, soaring into the sky. Under the sound of a thunderous explosion, Lin Mo drifted in the air, dodging Deng's stupid cover, and his hands were heavily tormented. Deng, human partition essence, Ken. At the same time, Lin Mo hung on the basket and fixed his body. Bruce Bowen behind him, clinging to Lin Mo's legs, an old man pushing a cart posture, almost threw him to the ground. The action is very dangerous. Beep. The referee also blew the whistle in time, and Bowen pushed foul. For Bowen, fouls are nothing. What is important is to create a huge psychological deterrent to the opponent. The subtext is, if you dare to come, Lao Tzu will dare to abolish you. In this way, the opponent will have to throw the rat trap every time he attacks. Because there is a danger of being abolished, it will indeed be a little afraid and affect the attack. Are you looking for death? As soon as Marbury's fiery temper came up, his blood rushed to the top, and he was about to punch Bruce Bowen. Kurt Thomas followed, letting out harsh words. Hey! Baby, you dare to touch Lin Mo's cold hair again, Lao Tzu pokes your ass. As a living treasure in the team, Cotter Thomas is angry but not weak. Seeing that the two teams had ignited the powder keg at the beginning of the game, and there was a tendency to detonate, Deng Dudao and Keith Van Horn and Uncle Moo began to mediate from it, lest the two sides really do it. After the situation on the court was resolved, Lin Mo stepped onto the free throw line, and fans throughout New York actually shouted MVP. This situation is also very rare. Shouting MVP at a rookie who is playing at home for the first time is absolutely unprecedented. In the midst of the roar, Lin Mo scored the ball and played it 2+1, 3:0. Now the momentum is completely in New York, and the fans have clearly approved of this guy who has only played one game. He's the new king of New York. Yes, the Knicks are fully in the driver's seat and see if they can take a win at home tonight. Two narrators were also set on fire, adrenaline spiked and blood boiled. Switching offense, both teams played iron several times each. But any team that encounters the Spurs, tough battles, and iron will be the main theme. Duncan received Parker's pass from a low post, sat down with Kurt Thomas, topped it twice, and then suddenly turned forward and hit a board jumper. The Duncan logo is dressed up in 45 degrees, very robust. His basic skills are very solid, and his physical fitness is also explosive before he is injured, and he is known as the Flying Devil. Now, even if the athletic ability has dropped significantly, relying on the height of the arm span, defensive skills and awareness, it is definitely a killing god on the inside. Marbury hoisted the ball to Lin Mo, and the top of the arc once again faced Bowen's defense. Although Bowen was blown foul and restrained a lot, the body movements were still very large. Lin Mo held the ball in one hand, bent down to carry Bowen's shoulder, forcibly knocked him away, and rushed to the basket with the ball. Bowen hurriedly retreated to defend, but Lin Mo suddenly changed direction under a crotch, retreated to the three-point line, and pulled up to shoot 3 points. My three-point sword is the flame of hell. Clean and clean three-point kill. 6-2. In the opening 3.5 minutes, Lin Mo played the Spurs alone 6-2, and Greg Popovich on the bench couldn't sit still. According to the tactical arrangement, locking up Lin Mo is the biggest winning weapon for the Spurs. It just so happens that Bruce Bowen is a defensive tough player who has a miraculous effect when defending scoring maniacs like Maddie and Kobe. But when he came up, he was scored 6 points by Lin Mo, which undoubtedly made Popovich very angry. Turning back to the Spurs attack, Tony Parker was like a small top, one turned and smeared under the basket, facing the cover of Uncle Moo, the Gibbon, and the ultra-high arc of the throw hit. Parker has the league's top throw, although the bounce, explosiveness, height are very average, but the work at hand is really powerful. Small throw shooting rate is extremely high. In the next few minutes, Lin Mo tried to let his teammates fight more, and the two sides fell into the familiar iron battle. There are 5 minutes and 27 seconds left, the score is 12-9, and the tragic iron battle is terrible. Keith Van Horn broke through Ginobili's defense, took a low hand layup, and was covered by Duncan. Parker grabbed the rebound, immediately pushed the fast attack, and stormed the front court. The speed of the Fagan sports car is very fast, directly leaving Coat Thomas 3 meters in front of it behind. Just as Parker was about to arrive at the basket, a black shadow slashed out of it, roaring like a ghost, and directly cut the ball off Parker's hand. It's Lin Mo. How can it be? When Tony Parker accelerated, Lin Mo was 5 meters behind him, and now he actually caught up to complete the steal? Too fast, right? That's right, it's amazing. Although men can't be too fast, on the field, speed is king, and I like this fast man. Both commentators opened their mouths wide in surprise, incredulously. Before they could react, Lin Mo had already stolen Tony Parker's ball like a gale. At the moment of grabbing the ball, Lin Mo began to play 1-9, accelerated directly from the three-point line at the back, threw off the blockade of Parker and Bowen, and attacked the bottom corner. With the help of Keith Van Horn's cover, Lin Mo's backup three-pointer shot. Episode 29. Aha! The crisp sound of a basketball piercing the net sounded. Lin Mo scored another 3 points. First, he attacked the front court, snatched Parker's bound layup, turned around and opened his bow to shoot arrows, hitting a three-pointer. Inside and outside is the gap of 5 points. In both offensive and defensive ends have shown Lin Mo's super physical talent and enthusiasm. Popovich couldn't sit still, standing on the sidelines yelling, scolding Bowen and Parker for being disgraced. The Spurs attacked, and Parker transitioned the ball to Bowen. Bowen tried to force Lin Mo to regain some face. As a Spurs outside defensive gate, Bowen has played against many super scorers and has been abused many times. But now being stepped on by Lin Mo, a rookie on the nose, he really can't hang on to his face. Bowen continued to dribble under his crotch, waiting for an opportunity to break through. But he's not a good scorer and dribbling is a bit of a rush. Facing Lin Mo, who had just turned on the god-level steal talent and had a full level of steal ability, it was a little too lame. Finding the right moment, Lin Mo gently stretched the ape arm, Shang took Bowen's ball to the front, and the lightning accelerated to the whole field. It took less than 3 seconds to complete the hanging frame rebuckle. Boom! The sound of the hoop is loud throughout the Madison Square Garden arena. The cheers of the fans, like a volcanic eruption, soared into the sky, shaking the roof of the stadium. 21:13. After Lin Mo scored, the point difference reached double digits, and Popovich could only shout a timeout. On the bench, Popovich pointed to Bowen's nose and scolded, "Lin Mo is just a rookie, you were blown up by a rookie. If the defense is still so thin, just sit on the bench." Bowen is also a face of grievance. "In particular, I even used it to hold the fall, but I just couldn't prevent it. What can I do?" Coach, although he is a rookie, the guy's offensive ability is not worse than Kobe Bryant and Tracy, and Bruce can't be blamed on Bruce. Duncan came forward to maintain it. It can be said that Lin Mo's strong attack completely disrupted the deployment of the entire Spurs team and made a mess of them. When Lin Mo turned around and returned to the bench to rest, a crazy female fan stood up and shouted at Lin Mo, "If you can win the game, I'll date you." This female fan has blonde hair and blue eyes, her skin is supple and smooth, and her appearance is very high. Coupled with the perfect S-shaped curve, the figure is bursting, full of sexiness and fiery. The face of an angel, the figure of a devil, and the appearance of Lin Mo was about the same age. Lin Mo recognized it at a glance. This female fan is no one else. It is the widow sister Scarlett Johansson. This is the peak of Scarlett's appearance, 19 years old, full of girlishness, full of vitality. Although it is not as famous as the back, this appearance is really invincible, and the whole country can't find a few sexier things than her. If Durant is sitting on the sidelines at this time, don't say bath water, even if it is a foot wash for her to drink all the water. One word is enough. Lin Mo walked over and high-fived Scarlett Johansson. After the timeout returned, the Spurs' offensive tactics were adjusted and their firepower strengthened. Demon Knife Ginobili broke through 2 snake-like layups in a row to hit. On the Knicks side, relying on Lin Mo's super pulling power, Kurt Thomas and Keith Van Horn have both got good open shooting opportunities and have gained. At the end of the first quarter, the Knicks were 26-21 and led by 5 points. Lin Mo shot 6 of 8 in the first quarter, bombarded 16 points, and one person took more than half of the team's points. In this era of superstars, many teams are one person in one city, and the scores of superstars can often account for about 1/3 of the team. Obviously, Lin Mo, who has unlimited firing power and is also super efficient, this proportion is even more exaggerated. A defense as strong as the Spurs still hasn't been able to block Lin Mo. The 16 points in a single quarter is already a fairly hot performance. How to prevent Lin Mo? This is definitely a worldwide problem. I bet Lin Mo will score another 40 points in this game, unless the Spurs are vulnerable and get into garbage time early. The two commentators chattered endlessly, and the focus of the topic was naturally inseparable from Lin Mo. CV5 TV, Zhang Lily is even more spitting and talking loudly. Lin Mo, play with him. This ball is for Lin Mo to hit, it is reasonable. Nice job, good ball. Lin Mo took 3 points. At first, Zhang was reasonably biased towards Lin Mo, no doubt because he was a Shenzhou player and a compatriot, and there must be an emotional bias in the commentary. And now, Lin Mo's gorgeous and hot ball style and super scoring ability have suddenly made Zhang Li his super fan and blown the sky. In contrast, Yu Jia, who is young, can maintain a more neutral attitude. But his explanation was also full of witty words, splitting Mount Hua, descending the dragon and the tiger, and 9 days of the moon, and a large number of martial arts tricks were thrown out. It's a pleasure to watch this ball today. In the next Knicks game, I suggest that a few people from the station come to the scene to explain, which will definitely be more atmospheric. Zhang Li couldn't wait to fly to New York and watch the game on the sidelines. Episode 30. Facing the Spurs' iron barrel formation, Lin Mo scored 16 points with super efficiency, which undoubtedly made Popovich very dissatisfied and angry. In the coaching staff of the Knicks, Don Chaney is calm and self-assured, with a slight smile on the corners of his mouth. With such a big killer in hand, winning is not too simple. The two substitutes began the second quarter of the game, and the start was a wild iron. and neither of them could send the ball into the basket. After Lin Mo appeared, he led the Knicks to launch a 14:5 super offensive. At halftime, the Knicks were 51:39, leading to double digits. The Knicks, who were not known for their defense last season, allowed the mighty Spurs to score fewer than 40 points in the half. Lin Mo shot 10 of 13 from the half, scoring 25 points. During the intermission, Popovich scolded in the locker room and almost burned the stadium. The team has swallowed the bitter fruit of 2 consecutive defeats and was counting on this game to end the embarrassing situation. Unexpectedly, now one foot has stepped on the threshold of 3 consecutive defeats. In the third quarter, the Spurs made adjustments and set off a counterattack. But on the Knicks side, Lin Mo still continued to be in a hot state, and the two sides entered a situation of confrontation, and the point difference could not be narrowed to single digits. With 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the final quarter, Lin Mo hit 2 consecutive three-pointers, widening the score to 18 points in one fell swoop, completely losing suspense. In the end, the Knicks won 107-91 at home to the San Antonio Spurs. Lin Mo shot 18 of 26 from the field and blasted 44 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists and 3 steals and 3 blocks. Almost single-handedly, he completely crushed this Western Conference powerhouse, and last year's defending champion won the Knicks' second win of the season. Great Lin Mo. He led the Knicks to another victory, defended their home game. Let us witness what a great miracle the Knicks will create this season. There is no doubt that this year the Knicks will definitely be a terrifying force that cannot be ignored. Lin Mo. He, the Orange and Red Knight led by the Dark Emperor, was destined to disrupt the entire alliance. Both commentators were a little hoarse in their voices. They were almost cheering and roaring the whole game, almost speechless. A rookie who in the first 2 games of his career all cut 40+, which is a miracle that even Zhang 20,000 has not done. There has never been a player who can start his career and achieve more perfect statistics and records than Lin Mo. After the game, TNT reporters interviewed Popovich. It can be seen that Popovich, who aims to defend his title this season, is obviously extremely angry at the start of the team's 3 consecutive defeats and has no intention of giving an interview. Coach Greg, can you comment on Lin Mo's performance? Popovich glanced at the beautiful reporter. Take a good look at his data bar, and then you understand everything. Do you still need to ask me? I'm going back to drinking red wine. In this game, the Spurs' big 3 are playing well. Duncan had a double-double of 17 points and 16 rebounds, while Parker and Ginobili scored 18 and 16 points, respectively. For the Knicks, in addition to the supernatural Lin Mo, Marbury contributed 14 points and 13 assists. The elderly Uncle Mu also tried his best, scoring 4 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Keith Van Horn and Kurt Thomas have 11 and 13 points respectively credited. Scarlett Johansson on the sidelines elbowed on her knees, supported her chin with her small hands, and stared at Lin Mo with full eyes, her eyes full of admiration. At her age, many girls in the United States have become mothers. Although Scarlett Johansson is very picky and harsh, Lin Mo, a hero in New York, is obviously very eye-catching. She also considered trying to date Lin Mo. The key: Lin Mo not only plays well, but also looks handsome, and the commercial value is immeasurable. Such a high-quality rich and handsome, if you do not start early, I am afraid that the intestines that will regret it will turn blue. After Lin Mo greeted Scarlett Johansson, he was interviewed by reporters. Lin Mo, you got another 40+ in this game. Do you hope you can win this year's Scoring King? Lin Mo smiled. Scoring King? What is already in my pocket? Why should I expect it? My goal is only the championship. The stars of this era, each of them likes to talk wildly, pretend to be forced, and everyone is a forced king. And Lin Mo will undoubtedly become the brightest star in the Forced King tournament. The New York Times reported, Shenzhou player Lin Mo, leading the team to victory over the powerful Spurs to win 2 consecutive victories. This season's Scoring King has been in the bag.